guys, it's Aiko with Schwagirl. I'm an American English pronunciation coach, business coach based in Hawaii. Alright, so in this video, I will show you how to pronounce build. Yeah, so thank you very much for your request. So someone requested me yesterday to explain how to pronounce build. So, well, first off, how do you pronounce it? All right. Now, maybe the difficult point would be this right here, right? L, like build. Like, what do you do with this sound? Okay, so first thing first, this L it's a little bit weird. It's not ending with this L or there's no vowel after this. So it's very difficult to pronounce L and D at the same time because D, the tongue position for D is actually pretty close to L, right? So it's very difficult to move your tongue twice to pronounce L and D right after that. So here's the tip. You don't bring up the tongue to pronounce L. So what's gonna happen is the tip of the tongue stays down, and then the back of the tongue kind of like lifts up, and then when the tongue goes up, you're pronouncing D. So it's not really skipping L, but L, you don't really use your tongue to pronounce this L. So it's more like a vowel like sound rather than a consonant. By the way, L is called lateral approximant. It's like a type of consonant. And approximant is like a really weird consonant. It's like between consonant and a vowel. So like Y sound, like Y sound, or W sound, or R sound. These are called approximants. And approximants are really weird. So this L is more like vowel. Does that make sense? So then if you start thinking of like, oh, okay, so L is like kind of between consonant and vowel, then, you won't have to worry about your tongue movement so much. The tip of the tongue doesn't really go up. You don't have the time to do it. So when the tongue goes up, you're already pronouncing D, not L. All right, so with that said, let's practice from here. So build. So I will show you the tongue movement. So when you say right here, the tongue is in the neutral position, so it's not moving at all. And then when you get to L, the back of the tongue kind of goes up like this. Bill. Do you feel it? And the tip of the tongue doesn't go up. And and then you move on to D. So it's build. So if you try to bring up the tongue to pronounce L by touching it, then that's because you don't have enough time. You're gonna create some like weird sound, and usually it's gonna sound like R. So you might sound like build. So you're trying to pronounce L, but you didn't have the time. So the tongue didn't touch to the L position. Therefore, you create like a weird sound and sounds like R. Build. And then when I hear that sound, it sounds like a like a bear, like a bear, right? Beard, yeah, something like that. Beard. Yeah, to me, it's like, oh, this person is trying to say something with R. Then I will imagine some something like this. So that would be my suggestion. Don't try to pronounce L because you're gonna end up producing a weird sound which is kind of confusing and it may sound like R. So that would be my suggestion. So if this movement, like bringing the back of the tongue up to pronounce L, if this is too difficult or this is too awkward, then just skip L. Don't worry about it. The point is, you need to pronounce B, you need to pronounce this vowel right here, and D. L is not so important. So just forget about L and then just say build, build. Like, don't worry about L too much. And if you start focusing on L, if your mind focuses on L, you're gonna try to pronounce L strongly, right? But you don't want to emphasize that. You want to pronounce this part clearly, and D at the end. So yeah, that would be my suggestion. Don't worry about it too much. And then in the end, you want to be able to move the back of the tongue just slightly up to create like L sound, like sound, like a weird sound, and then move to D. So like that. All right, so please let me know how it goes. If you have any questions about this particular pronunciation, please let me know. And then if you are interested in my pronunciation lessons, and I provide pronunciation service to Japanese speakers, Japanese people who are in the US working in an English environment. So you can check out my website, www.発音矯正.com. It's HATSUONKYOSEI.com. I'm doing a free workshop this coming Friday at 7 p.m. PST time, Pacific Standard Time. In this workshop, I will share 3 tips for you to have natural pronunciation, natural English pronunciation. And I'll be doing this in English only, but I will be specifically talking for Japanese people. So if you are struggling in an English environment because of your Japanese accent, please come join. It's free and it starts at 7 p.m. PST time, 5 p.m. in Hawaii time, and 10 p.m. in EST. Alright, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye! Thank you for the request.